Hello, this side Aryan, and in this video, I am going to demonstrate the class 5.1, the documentation from my subject backend development. Now, for this, we have the program code. This code is initializing a web application builder using the web application create builder arguments, and then the services required for the application are added to the container. The MVC controllers are added using the builder.services add controllers, and the endpoint API explorer is enabled with the builder.services.add endpoints API explorer. Then we have the Swagger open API documentation. It is uh, generation is its generation is configured with the builder.services.add Swagger options. Then the Swagger documentation is configured for the API version 1, specifying the metadata like the title, description, and contact information. Also, the XML comments from the assembly containing the application are included in the Swagger documentation. Then the application is built using the builder.build. The HTTPS redirection is enabled using the app.use HTTPS redirection. For the MVC controllers are mapped using app.map controllers, and the Swagger UI are configured. The Swagger documentation is served the with the app.use Swagger UI. It is a custom style sheet that is injected into Swagger UI. Then the application starts running with the app.run, and the static files were served using the app.use static files, and after that successfully the file will run. So now we have the robot controller API.xml. Here the XML document, this XML document is containing the documentation comments for the controllers in a web API named the robot controller API. It is including summaries for each controller constructor methods and the controller actions such as getting, adding, updating, and deleting maps, and the robo commands. The Each summary is providing a brief description of what the method or controller does along with any parameters it accepts. Now, at last, we have the robo command control. It is for managing the robo commands in the web API. It includes the endpoints for retrieving all robo commands, commands only, uh, getting move commands only, getting the commands by its ID. In the very beginning, we set the root for the API root commands. Then the get for move, get for ID for some particular ID, and after that we have for adding a new one for the named as the new command. So getting a command by its ID and adding a new command, and then updating an existing command, and finally after that, this was for updating when we suppose we have created one ID, one entity, and then we want to read it. The create will be done by post, and the read will be done by the get request, and the update will be done by the put request, and D for delete, it will be completed by the delete request. According to the given data, we will have certain responses. Like previously, we have seen in many of the previous tasks. The controller then extracts with the data access layer through the iRobot command data access and the interface for performing the CRUD operations on the robot commands. Each endpoint is annotated with the XML documentation comments, providing a brief description of its functionality and any parameters it accepts. When we run our application, it will provide me the HTTPS and also the HTTP links. We have opened the HTTPS link. Now this is for the robot controller API that we have developed on the web for the get maps, post maps. Let's try to post one map. I say try it out and I say execute. It shows me the response as this over here. Similarly, similar to the work we have done on the Postman. Now we also have the swagger.json file developed over here. You can check this point. And this JSON document describes the robot controller API using the Open API specification version. It includes the information about paths such as the maps, the API robot commands, and their corresponding operations like the get, post, put, and delete. Each operation is specifying a summary tag, parameter, and request or response bodies and responses. Now, additionally, it defines schemas for the map and robo command objects, specifying their property and data types. So this was the whole task about. Now, again, we can also, for fun, we can try this as an activity. Now, suppose if I want to post one robo command and I want to write out, I have one auto generated. Let's execute it. Let's try. And this is the response we have received. Now, I hope you understand from my video. So, thank you for listening.